There are invisible forces guiding your decisions, influencing your relationships, and even manipulating your deepest thoughts. It's called dark psychology, and it's all around you. But the real danger is that you might not even notice it until it's too late. Today, I won't be talking about distant theories or abstract concepts. I'm going to show you, with concrete examples, how your life is being manipulated in ways you've never imagined. Are you ready to see what's really behind the reality, you know? Keep your eyes open, because what you'll discover might change you forever. Dark psychology isn't some secret science hidden in labs. It's everywhere, and it has one goal: control. But how does it work? Masters of manipulation use your weaknesses against you. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, scrolling through your social media feed, or watching a movie. Every image, every word around you is carefully designed to make you think, feel, and act in a certain way. Do you believe you're immune to all of this? Think again. I'll show you how you're not, and why the control runs far deeper than you might think. The most effective manipulation techniques aren't obvious. They're subtle, imperceptible, and for that reason, devastating. Let's see some of the most powerful ones in action. The first is cognitive priming. You might not notice it, but your brain can be preconditioned to certain behaviors just by seeing specific images or hearing certain words. For example, a fleeting image of luxury or success can make you desire something expensive without you even understanding why. Do you think you always make rational choices? Think again. Another subtle but powerful technique is the false choice. You're given two options, both seemingly different, but in the end, the result is the same. Someone has already decided for you. This technique is used everywhere, in sales, politics, even in personal relationships. You feel free to choose, but you're not really in control. If you think these are just small tricks, get ready to uncover the real power of emotional manipulation. Emotions are the most powerful weapon of manipulators. Fear, guilt, love, all of it can be used against you to get what someone else wants. Have you ever been pushed into doing something just because you felt guilty, even though you knew it wasn't right? That's emotional manipulation in action, and it could be happening more often than you think. But emotional manipulation isn't just a technique used by friends or family. It's everywhere, in social media, advertising, political speeches. Everything is designed to strike deep emotional chords and influence your decisions. And it's no coincidence. There's an entire system built to use your emotions against you. Have you ever spent hours scrolling through social media without knowing why? Or bought something you didn't need just because you felt compelled to? This is the result of constant manipulation. And this is where persuasion comes into play. The art of influencing and consciously manipulating others. But what happens when this art falls into the wrong hands? When it's used to push you to do things you don't want to do? People who master persuasion can convince millions of people to follow their ideas, even when those ideas are dangerous or wrong. The power of persuasion is enormous, and when used incorrectly, it can lead to disastrous consequences. And the question I ask you is this: will you be able to recognize it when it happens? But not all is lost. You can defend yourself from dark psychology. How? The first step is awareness. You need to learn how to recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you, when someone uses your emotions against you or gives you false options. Every time you feel pressured to make a decision, stop, reflect. Ask yourself, why are they pushing me to do this? Who benefits from it? This awareness is your first weapon against manipulation. And remember, the more you know these techniques, the less vulnerable you become. Every time someone tries to play with your mind, you'll be able to recognize it and defend yourself. Dark psychology doesn't have to control your life. How many times have you acted on your own will? And how many times because someone else pushed you to do it? Maybe more often than you think. Now you know that dark psychology influences your daily life, but this is just the beginning. If you want to dive even deeper and learn how to defend yourself from these techniques, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell. The next video might just save you from manipulation you don't even know is happening. Your mind is the battlefield. Will you win the war?